Now for tonight's news. Olympic medalist Kyle Snyder was busted in a prostitution ring in Columbus, Ohio. He told the police that he did not deserve to be arrested, since the hooker's head game at best deserved a bronze.
Wow. The Menendez brothers are now eligible for parole after judge reduces their sentence. You hear that, Jaden and Willow Smith? You can murder your parents and possibly get away with it. Not making a suggestion, just letting you know.
It's on the table.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's not insinuating anything. The Pope made his first tweet earlier this morning. It was a retweet of Kanye's naked picture of his wife, Bianca, with the caption, "Bitch do have fire titties, though."
Yeah, the new Pope is definitely on Black Twitter, for sure.
Yeah, I think you're right, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
That bitch do have
Yes.
fire titties, though.
Look, he wrote it.
He's being honest.
I like it.
does.
I like his Chicago
Honesty is a
openness.
virtue, yeah.
I know.
Welcome to the show. I'm Dave Landau.
I am quarterback Garrett, and with us, as always, is Angela.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah.
What up?
And why not just introduce him right away? Tonight's guest, you may know him from last night's guest,
Yes.
Derek Richards.
Woo!
Great to be back. Thank
Love
you
you,
for
Derek.
having me. Nice to see you guys.
Yes, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Derek, where can we see you?
I'm going to be at the Underground Laugh Lounge in Niles, Michigan coming up this weekend. The Friday show is sold out. Saturday is available, May 17th, Niles, Michigan, Underground Laugh Lounge. Then I'll be in Cherokee, North Carolina, right by the Smoky Mountains at the Comedy Zone at Harrah's Casino. And the Sand Lake Microbrewery, which is actually in National City, Michigan, on May 30th. And then Reno, Nevada, first week of June. DerekRichards.com is my website.
But don't forget, this Sunday,
Yeah.
you are with me at Hilarities in
Yes, I
Cleveland,
am.
Ohio. Also, you can check me out this Friday in Romeo, Michigan, at a little place called Younger's Irish Tavern. It's a great place. My friend owns it. And more importantly, Big L's in Emily, Minnesota. We talked about this last night. Come out to the show. It's May 23 through 25. I'm on the left.
Big Al was in the chat last night.
Yes, I know. Isn't he the
He's
best?
the best.
He really is a great guy.
He was super cool.
Yeah. Hey, I sent you a message.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
I talked to him last night. He's a really good person. So please come out to the show and check out my book, Party One, a Fuzzy Memoir. QB, where you at?
You can find me on my channel. Every Sunday we stream over there, and by we, I mean me. Angela, you have something, right?
I do. Angela does horror on YouTube Friday nights, 9:30. I'm going to do a live watch along, and then,
Oh, you have like a schedule now?
I'm going to try. No
Nice.
promises on that. 'cause
What's your next live watch along?
I'm
gonna
gonna put a poll up and let the audience choose.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the audience will put a poll up. You can tongue punch the like button right now, and don't forget.
I didn't say it. That's a shock. Go ahead.
Don't forget to focus on that bell, because it's very important. Otherwise, you don't get the notifications. Focus on the bell and tongue punch at the same time. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, let's get right into it. Theo Vaughn, who I'm just going to tell you is a really good dude.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I know Theo.
Love Theo.
Yeah, I've gotten to hang out with him. You have, and he's a really good person. Normally gentle podcasting giant Theo Vaughn took a cue from his hairstyle and was ready to go for the old-fashioned slobber knocker in footage from TMZ on Wednesday. Let's take a look.
Probably have to chat
So-
so that
People know what's going on.
the music.
Well, this guy's going up to him with balloons and pushing him and trying to be. He's just
Aggressive.
being aggressive to.
He's trying to antagonize him.
Are they trying to say that Theo's like in the wrong here? Because like it looks to me like somebody came up to him while he's having a conversation with his people.
Yeah, with his group of people.
trying to like. I don't want to say
No.
harass because they won't
Try to stir up some
something,
shit.
but like start some. Yeah.
I think his likability just went up 10 points, and also for someone to have a camera directly pointed at it, it means something was already happening.
Yeah. Like what's the context on that?
Yeah.
Or
Bothering him.
the camera was pointed because they knew this douchebag was going to go up and do something.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
It was set up.
Yeah.
Though that
that's
was
a good
that was
point.
good move.
It could easily be what because there was nothing that was showing that escalating up until that point.
Yeah.
No, he
So this
wouldn't
guy's
just-
hanging out with a friend and he goes, "Hey, there's Theo Vaughn.
You go look at my
Hey,
balloons.
hey, go ahead and record this."
Well, and he wouldn't just shove someone.
No.
I mean, and I'm sure there are people, there are some people that are against him, but I guess some people are really for him.
Yeah, Theo's super cool. I don't understand what the...
simple
get
move.
him.
Simple
Get him.
move.
He could have also said something super disrespectful to the girl that Theo's hanging out talking to.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody needs, they need to get pushed back.
Oh, throat push.
Little throat push.
When you're going up to somebody and messing with them, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, if you
more-
keep being a jackass, yeah.
Needs to happen more. People expect
Yeah.
that he's probably not gonna
He's not going to do anything.
push
Right.
throat him.
Well, he's chill. He's at a bar. He's just hanging out with his friends.
Yeah, I just don't get them. But you meet those people who want to come up and test you. And like you were saying earlier with if you know UFC guys, like I know Joe Rogan people go up and test him.
Right.
And I know like a lot of the people that I've met, Sierra, is it?
McLowry.
McLowry,
Yes, for
yes.
sure,
That's his name. I
They
forgot.
test him all the time.
They do test him, but it's just to see if he's still got the disease.
to see if he's alive.
See if it wore off. Did your severe autism wear off? Just have one conversation with him. You're like, no, it didn't.
If there's one person I wouldn't want to just test randomly, it'd be Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is there any like...
He flips over SUVs in the parking lot for his workout.
He does. He just rolls your car.
Right.
And then he fixes it with punches.
He does.
He just gets the dents out with his monkey paw.
The retard strength, man. So I don't know. It's weird to like people will definitely come up to you and especially like Theo. He's friends with a lot of UFC fighters and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could see somebody being like, I can kick his ass,
Yeah.
throw some while he's in public.
Yeah.
So people test Rogan, you were saying?
Yeah, he's talked about it.
Really?
Yeah. Where it's like you've seen videos on, Fear Factor where he just like chokes a dude out.
Yeah.
Like that, all the dude does, like if you meet him, he's like, I think he's shorter than me.
Yeah.
But he's wider than like the room he's in. Like I would never mess with that dude. Like, and I think that a lot of times though, because every fighter I've ever hung out with, they do get tested by somebody at some point, and then they just whoop their ass.
I agree
You
with Angela
deserve.
more. I think more of this should be happening because I think too many people think that there aren't any boundaries. Like there's the internet. You think you can say whatever you want to whoever you want, however you want to say it. In real life, it's a little bit different.
Well,
You
just
might
because
get throat punched.
somebody's in the spotlight too, you think that you can just kind of like have any kind of access to them that you want.
Yeah.
Not true.
Is there any full defense videos or against him?
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Theo's a good creator, all right? Just leave Theo alone. Leave Theo alone. He's just a guy. He's just a guy with a show. He's so nice. Leave Theo alone. Leave Theo alone. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
It's pretty much the main
good,
one right
yeah.
now.
That's a super fan right there.
Yeah, I don't know who
Yeah.
that was.
That's a lot.
Anyway, I hope.
I don't know if Theo wants that person defending him, but all right.
Well, maybe he does.
Might get a little creepy.
Hey,
You don't have to.
hey. Someone's all defensive.
What I'm saying is, I don't know who that guy was, but maybe he's right.
you can empathize with him.
Yeah, I get where he's coming from. We don't have to go attack Theo about it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think we were.
No, I just
You weren't.
No.
I just mean in general.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, maybe he does want people to defend him. Just leave Theo alone.
I swear that we showed it again.
I don't know who that was. Okay, so
Looks familiar. I've seen that person before.
Yeah, it does kind of. There's like on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. It's like,
he's really handsome. So
that's pushing it, but okay.
Oh my God, are you seriously gonna start?
What? Okay.
You
Sorry.
look like a balding Rollins.
I hate you.
You have a fabulous hairline.
You look like Henry Rollins with charisma.
Please say less angry.
Oh, you are
Less
listening.
angry.
Something. Good Lord.
Rollins is like if Matt McLowry didn't have a sense of humor.
Oh, wow.
I'm not knocking him. I enjoy
Right.
I
Rollins.
like Rollins as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Rollins too, but it's more.
Have you ever seen any of his spoken word
Yeah, I like it.
shows?
Yeah.
His concerts that he does?
Yeah. I mean, they're not stand-up, but they are
No.
entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Storyteller.
Yeah. Selma Hayek, guys. Let's talk about that.
Speaking
Let's
of a
just switch.
storyteller.
58-year-old Selma Hayek gracing the cover of this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, which makes the subscription card the second thing that falls on the ground when you open it. Let's say, oh my God.
She's 58.
I don't usually do that, you know. I don't like pine over other women.
No,
I love my wife.
mine too
Selma's the
doesn't like
one.
that, but come on, oh my
Selma is the one. Okay.
goodness
Outside.
gracious. Are there more?
Wasn't there a man on this?
Hey, whatever you do not keep showing more pictures of her.
Good gracious. Well,
Just stop it, Angela.
I've just
All right, one more.
I've just stickied my gunder pants. I'm sorry. She's like, dude,
That was leftover.
know
That
what's
was
going
leftover sticky from
58.
Theo.
58 years
How
old.
is that possible?
58. That's insane. Yeah.
I was
You can
listening-
tell she hasn't had work done either. Because she has like
She has natural-
aging,
yeah.
but it's just like
Beautiful.
she's so beautiful.
Oh, Robert Rodriguez was just on Lex Freeman's podcast, and I was watching him talking about discovering her, but she didn't know English, but she was trying to learn it so she could act in America, and he wanted to put her in El Mariachi.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because he didn't actually speak Spanish, but he wrote the movie in Spanish, which became Desperado. But he said that he had to like train her and do all this stuff to finally get her in. They didn't like her in the screen tests or anything. Then finally she saw the scene where she's like washing Antonio Banderas' wounds and they're having a moment. And then the entire theater was like, oh, yeah, she's a star.
I get it.
But it took Robert Rodriguez like a lot to get her to break into Hollywood.
Wow.
You look at her and you're like, wow.
Why would it take that long?
Like she's a good actress. She's charismatic, and
Right.
you know
She's funny too.
Yeah,
Yeah, she is.
On 30 Rock, she had a little thing on 30 Rock, and she was really good and funny. And
that's what
she's
Robert
cool.
Rodriguez said. Like she's hilarious, and like I think the godmother of his kids. Like that she's. He's like he was just pissed it was taking so long to be like. I'm telling you, it's so bankable.
It's crazy.
You know?
I think we're burying the lead here, though. I am very surprised that it's a woman in a bikini on Sports Illustrated.
And the fact that she's not 400 pounds is stunning to me.
And that she doesn't have a penis.
I know, really. I think that's what he meant by woman, but thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I was clarifying it even further.
I mean,
Woman that may
not
have been
paying
something
attention.
else at some other juncture.
Look, if that had a penis, I'd still take it to dinner. With my wife's approval.
yeah.
I love my wife. Very beautiful.
Be a three-way conversation.
I just think
I would have her penis for dinner. But, much?
Nice
you don't even need the woman.
Hey. Too far.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Too
Sorry.
far.
I'm sorry. You're right.
All right.
Man.
But yes, the SI swimsuit, the Sports Illustrated is what that means. Swimsuit edition was the first thing I masturbated to. Now it's old ladies, transgenders, 400-pound women with pierced leg edema, which is what I masturbate to now. I'm just saying, you have your whole life to be a pervert. Don't spoil lunch.
You know, your tastes change.
I'm gonna go ahead and
As
say
you get older. I mean, I didn't like.
Matt
I didn't
wrote
like.
that. I take no.
I didn't eat broccoli when I was a kid.
Yeah, and I love broccoli now.
Right?
Daniel Tosh has the greatest bit ever about that. He goes, anal sex is a lot like spinach. If you have it when you're a kid, you won't like it. Might be one of my top
It's
five.
perfect. It's so quick.
There's
too.
no
It's so
fat
good.
on it. It's
Yeah.
just a perfect.
No.
It's just a perfect.
So
joke.
dark.
And so well delivered by
So
Tosh.
dark and so funny. Yeah.
He's great.
He's so funny.
I had a friend that went on a couple of dates with him.
Really?
Yeah.
I met him at Comedy Magic Club a few times, and people who had said he was a dick, and then I met him, and he was super nice and watched my set.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't think he's a dick. I think maybe you're a little jealous.
I met him when he was starting out in Orlando. When he was living in Orlando.
When he had like long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ron White loves him too.
Mhm.
Apparently,
He
he's
was
a
super
perfect
nice to
gentleman.
me. He was great.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I think he's like religious and kind of like he's
His
very
dad was a
sim-
pastor.
That's
He's
what
not
it is.
religious, but he grew up in it.
Okay, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's talking about Andy Kaufman saying there's 15 minutes of fame for everybody. He's like, he was on drugs when he said that. He's like, it's not for all of you. He's like, you're not famous. You're not famous. You're not famous. Me, 20 years. You're not famous. He goes, it's just an average. It's just so funny how like I love how cocky and like shitty he is.
Right.
But it works.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's just a really funny comic.
Leave Daniel alone.
Leave him alone.
Well, he's a nice guy.
His podcast is funny too. When he just asks people how long it's been since they
That is, yeah.
shit their pants.
Didn't Daniel does the podcast where he just talks to normal people.
Regular people in his
That's
life.
so
His
cool.
wife's
I like that.
gynecologist. People
Yeah.
like that. It's just really, it's
Great
fun.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they'll answer honestly, like, how long has it been since you shit your pants? And like, I don't know, like maybe a year. I had the flu.
Everybody shits their pants sometimes.
When did you shit your pants?
Last time?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's been a long time, to be honest with you. Long time.
Even a little bit. Like, do you count like a little bit
Oh,
coming out as
like
like a shit?
running,
sharting? No.
running to the
Like a
bathroom.
little shart. No, like a little
You don't
shart.
have to count.
Oh, when I'm like stuck in traffic, then running to the bathroom.
Like you have to change your underwear.
Oh
Shit yourself.
gosh, 3 Tuesdays ago.
Angela?
I mean, full on blown
Not
out.
that long ago. I'll be honest.
No, I mean we've gone to some buttery dinners.
We do go into the ranch.
Yeah.
We get so much
We've been to some dinners where some seed oils have been present.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely I'm barely getting home. Like I've done it where like I park on an even higher level just so I can rush down a shorter set of stairs to get to my and still like when I'm in there I'm like the belt's
close.
coming off. Okay, you did it. you let it know. But it's not like fully.
Yeah.
It's just a little like
Right.
hey.
A little
Like the turtle head poked out.
seepage. Yeah.
Well, if you want to call a turtle head if it's made of liquid.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't have solid shit.
I haven't had a solid shit since Clinton was president.
You need more fiber. Some frosted mini wheats or something.
I do take a little bit of fiber though.
Maybe you need to take a lot
Maybe
of it.
you don't need to have
Is there fiber in ice cream?
There can be, sure.
Some.
If there's like little Rice Krispies in it or something.
Look, I eat sushi on the occasion, which I really just do it to bind up the goods.
Why wouldn't you? Raw
Honestly,
fish.
if I have a poop that's like solid and you don't have to wipe, I'm like, I think it's technically a miracle.
I think that's your problem, though, because I don't think that there's anything fibrous in the sushi.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. My diet is that of a child's, and the fact that I am standing is a shock to me every day. I'm trying to do more fruits and vegetables, though.
That's good.
Just the other day, I had a bunch of green beans
There you go.
with macaroni and cheese and ribs and
Fried green beans?
What is accompanying those green beans?
everything terrible. But yeah, ribs,
Hey, me too. Me too, man.
Ribs.
Ribs are
good.
dude. If you get a good rib,
It's really the sauce that goes on the ribs that could be really bad. That's where the sugars and all that stuff.
If you get just the rib with no sauce and somebody knows how to smoke them,
Oh yeah.
you don't need any sauce.
You don't.
The nonsense business.
I can smoke some ribs.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, I can.
You actually can. I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try. I want to try your ribs.
I will bring.
You smoke a variety of meats?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, brisket, tri-tip, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, ribs, obviously.
I need to go back to grilling. I have a Weber grill in my yard with weeds growing out of it.
Oh, you gotta clean
With
that
webs
thing off, dude.
You know, there's spiders in it.
Yeah,
Clean
Weber.
that sucker off.
No, and because I would grill almost every night for years because it was healthy. I got sweet potato, steak, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like I have to go to so many different places now. I like looked at it and I'm like, I don't know what's even living in there right now. And it's a nice Weber.
Whatever's in there is happy because the lid's on it. Let's not disturb whatever is going
a
on.
whole
My son will
civilization
make
in it.
jokes. He'll be like, why don't you go fight a spider and make us dinner? And I'm like, you're a little bit.
Your son does
So
that to you?
proud.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, he talks crap to me in a
I know
fun
he
way.
does.
Like
That's
he won't cross like
No.
that line, but he's very funny.
Mhm.
You know what else I would say isn't funny but serious and will help with your diet?
Lumen.
Lumen.
How did you know? Have you been using it?
I just know.
Did you know that when your metabolism is working properly, you feel the benefits of literally every aspect of your life is what I meant?
That's right.
I have found it to be a valuable tool that gives me insights to create a healthy metabolism for my body.
That's right. You just blow into this magic technology machine, and it gives you all kinds of readouts. There's an app that goes with it. If you want to be healthy, you got to stay on top of your numbers. And how do you know those numbers? Lumen.
Yeah, show you everything.
It shows you everything.
And it's not just some app or something on your Apple Watch or whatever your step counter is, or
Yeah, it's not all that.
whatever your nonsense you got at Kohl's was. This is the real deal thing that's actually going to help you out. Your metabolism is your body's engine.
That's right.
It's how your body turns food you eat into fuel that keeps you going.
Or into goo.
Into
Dave's
goo.
body.
If you're me, food doesn't help or hurt. Well, actually, it feels good going in.
So it helps a little.
But because your metabolism is the center of everything your body does, optimal metabolic health translates to a bunch of benefits, including easier weight management, improved energy levels, better fitness results, better sleep, and Lumen gives you recommendations to improve your metabolic health.
Yeah.
It also allows you to track your cycle, Angela.
Thank you. I need help with that.
Angela.
It's always a surprise.
Yeah,
It
you
was
don't,
so random.
you don't know if it's bleeding just cuz.
I don't know if it's good. Yeah, I don't know
go to the
where it's
doctor?
coming from.
Maybe a rogue gunshot.
Could be.
It's from
Wait.
the underpants.
It's good to know.
You fell while brushing your teeth. So we'll help with on your cycle onset, and let you know if menopause is well on its way. You know,
You
so
usually know.
yeah, I've
There's signs.
usually, yeah,
But it'll help you know for
usually when you
sure.
start shaving your face.
Angela.
I shave my face now. Thank you.
Yes, but you can't tell.
Thank
No.
You
you.
don't get a shadow.
Thanks.
QB is going through menopause
if you
right
can
now.
tell,
Damn.
I don't shave myself properly ever. I use a sideburn trimmer.
Oh.
It's,
Most
um,
women actually do shave their face.
do they?
Yeah.
It makes
That's
sense.
smart.
It's like it's a popular thing now because it's those like one blade razors or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's women do it.
We had we
do
Kayla
it.
does.
Lumen.
Just told me everybody knows now. We had a girl in high school who we used to call super hot girl with a mustache because she was from like a different country.
Salma
She
Hayek.
was super hot, but she had a mustache.
Selma
doesn't
Hayek is
stop
for
you.
sure.
Oh no, it
Shaving
wouldn't
a little
have
bit of
stopped
that
anybody,
mustache.
but we would still call her super hot. She was a cheerleader.
Oh.
We were like, damn.
I took that mustache
Your
right.
chick with the mustache?
Yeah, the chick with
Yeah.
the mustache. But like, we always felt like if you went on a date with her, like, how do you bring it up?
You don't.
I think you do. You're kind of like, hey, that tickles. Anyway, if you want to get Lumen, all you have to do is
let it tickles. Let it grow longer.
lumen.me/normal to get 15% off your Lumen.
That's right.
That is lumen.me/normal. For how much off, Angela?
15% off, baby.
15% off.
And you've been using it, right?
Yeah.
There you go. And look at her.
Works.
I'd say I was using it, but no one would believe me.
When I started working out again at the gym, and I've started like calorie counting and like paying attention to deficits and stuff like
Yeah.
that, it really does help with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Does insurance, is that what that is? Deficit?
What's that?
Yeah, caloric deficit. You want to be in a deficit so you can lose the weight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that stocks?
We'll talk after.
Okay.
discuss.
I don't know. Okay. Well, but get Lumen, and thank you, Lumen,
Thanks, Lou.
Thank you.
for sponsoring this episode.
Mm-hmm. Good people.
Why don't you pep that up a little bit?
Good people.
Thank you.
That's a better line read, yeah. They cut the first one. We'll cut it out.
All right.
You like Superman, right, Derek?
I like the original Superman.
Yeah, you mean like the old school black and white George Reeves?
No.
I liked him.
George Reeves.
George.
Yeah, George Reeves.
Christopher Reeves.
Oh, yeah, George.
The original.
OG
the
black and
original.
white. That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah. Ben Affleck played him in Hollywoodland, if you've never seen
That's right. He
the
passed
movie.
away. He
Yeah, I think
killed himself.
He killed himself, I believe.
believe.
Yeah. And,
It's the Superman curse.
So, yeah, not fully bulletproof.
Yeah, it turns out it was all pretend.
But Christopher Reeves was the. I do love the
Also,
Christopher Reeves.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it turns out. Turns out bullets and horses.
Horses will take down Superman.
Yeah, that is. He was 42 when that happened.
Wow.
A horse accident?
Yeah.
Damn.
The horse.
So old.
Yeah, the horse was 40.
The horse is 42 years old.
Why are you riding a 42-year-old horse?
What are you doing?
That's just a dick move.
Put that thing down.
I mean, obviously it's going to get you off it.
Yeah.
You're trying to make a jump on an old-ass horse?
Yeah, you could fly.
Enjoy that blow tube, idiot. All right, so...
Play the trailer for the Christopher Reeves documentary where it's like super inspiring.
It really is, too. Well, he's
up
also...
there for?
Dude, he was still directing movies, and then he did Rear Window, which is kind of hilarious because the original Rear Window, it's just Jimmy... what was his name? Stewart. With a broken leg.
Okay.
Oh my God!
The window. What is that?
Doris Day.
Murderer. And then there was, Disturbia, which
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
too.
I like
And
that.
was-
It was Shia.
Yeah, and then there was just him in a blow chair in an upstairs room for the remake, where it's like he doesn't have anywhere to go.
He ain't doing nothing.
They're like, I think the guy in the blow chair saw me murder somebody. They're like, I don't know. He really talks to him. It's uncomfortable.
That's my
Are they
least favorite.
less trustworthy? Guys in blow chairs?
No, I just think
I don't know, just
Well,
wondered if
according
that's
to
how-
Epstein Island, maybe.
that's true.
Yeah.
God, you're right.
Yeah, apparently,
Saying.
That's
they
a
still have a working.
Stephen Hawking.
A working theorem.
Whatever that is, yeah.
A working assistant.
I'd like black holes,
Boy, does he.
wormholes. Just Michael Winslow doing his voice in the other room.
Oh, my God.
All right, we've gone too far.
Yes,
in the
Superman.
sense. We want to get back to the good guy in the blow chair.
yes, truth, justice, the American way.
The trailer for Superman. Yes, it's the reboot. 3. I don't know. I think dropped
Is it?
today. I don't know. Let's check out the latest series of PlayStation cutscenes. I mean, major motion pictures put together.
Oh.
DC Studios.
Okay, here we go.
Are you being serious right now?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Can't see there.
Sure.
So they already know. She already knows the Superman.
Don't forget to talk. Guys.
Smart move.
All right.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
He does look like him.
Recently,
I like
you've come under a
Corn
lot of
Sweat.
fire for
I
what
think he's a
some
good
might-
pick.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Today, the Secretary
So it's a
of
lot
Defense
like
said
the
he's
last
gonna look
couple
into your
movies, but
actions.
with the lights on.
Basically,
Right?
yeah.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
All right.
Rested again.
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
Okay.
I like Lex Luthor.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You
that Nicholas
acting
Holt?
as a
Yeah,
representative
yeah.
of the
Oh.
United States will cause
I like him.
problems around
I don't
the
like the
world.
yelling. We've gone from Zack Snyder's depressed bitch Superman to James Gunn's whiny bitch.
Whiny bitch a little bit, yeah.
Consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Yeah, I don't like that line either.
No.
But I think he's a young Superman, fairly early in his career.
I think so. I
I don't
mean,
think it's his beginnings, but
he looks good.
I like that.
I like the lines.
Little shot.
And if you're mad we're talking over this, we have to.
The music's good, but it's like
I'm
classic.
gonna get struck.
Oh, who's this? Is this okay?
Crypto. I don't
So
know.
a strong black female villain, and I wonder if she beats Superman's ass and then turns good at the end.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, the music's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel inspired.
Yeah, a rural white guy without a MAGA hat. That's something that's nice.
Oh, no, you haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh, right, that's true.
He could have friends.
My thing is like, Superman's getting his ass kicked a
Oh,
lot.
wait a minute.
A lot.
They made him
They made a
non-binary.
binary. Yep.
He's not a man. He's an it.
He's not a man. He's an it.
He's a they,
Boy,
them.
they jammed that in, didn't they?
Super they, them.
Oh, Lex Luthor's O face.
They've never shown us that before.
Lex Luthor looks like the, who was the guy in the Biden cabinet that was
I
stealing
don't
luggage?
like the look of that Bowser.
Sam Britton.
It
Oh,
looks
wait.
like Bowser.
Well, this was shot in Cleveland, actually, which
Really?
right there, Cleveland Arcade. That's where we're going to
yeah.
be this weekend.
Yes, we
You
are.
and I were going to be at Hilarities on Sunday, and that's where that was
Wait a minute.
shot.
Was this whole thing just a
That's what
promo
you-
for you?
Yeah, we spent $3.8 million.
Damn.
Promo the one show in
promo.
Cleveland
Thanks, Glenn.
that we have.
Oh man. No, I like that it was shot in Cleveland though, because it's more of like what the Metropolis was based. It is what Metropolis was based on, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm more excited for this because I'm more of a DC guy. I like Batman, Superman, Justice League over like the Marvel stuff.
it's got a slight Marvel look, which bothers me. But there's
because it's James
James-
Gunn.
it's James Gunn.
And he's done a lot of Marvel.
I do like his soundtrack choices.
yeah.
Yeah. Are you just basing that on Guardians of the Galaxy?
That's correct. But well, I actually one of
It's a
my
great
They're good.
soundtrack.
It is.
Soundtrack.
one of my favorite movies ever is Super.
I don't know that.
It is with Rainn Wilson. And God goes into his brain and convinces him he's a superhero. So he dresses up and all he does is hit people with a wrench.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it was one of James Gunn's early movies that got him into directing this.
When was this?
Super? Yeah. 2011.
Yeah,
It's like
I
early.
love Rainn Wilson. That's why I want to see this.
honestly, it's really good.
Okay.
It's good to see James Gunn come back from, like, remember when he was canceled for like his
Yes.
old tweets got pulled
Yeah.
up and stuff? People have like moved on, don't care about that shit anymore. It's nice.
Yeah,
They're
weird tweets for sure, but they're jokes. Like,
It was of the time.
no, it's whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I feel like there's too many characters. I would like a movie that's just focused on one character for once. Like there's all of these fucking superhero movies are just ensemble pieces with a million different people. I'm like, just Superman's cool.
I saw Mr. Freeze, I
we'll see.
think.
No.
Right?
No,
It looked
He was
like him.
Freezy.
that was not.
Well,
that
it
movie.
looked-
That's
I know, but
Batman
it,
villain.
looked, it was Iceman.
I don't know if
does-
it's good or
Superman does
bad,
have
but
one.
I think because he's such an American icon, it kind of starts where you already know who he is as opposed to having the origin story.
Right, yeah. That's why he's like not at his peak. He's like kind of
Right.
early. People know who he is, yeah.
Yeah, which is, I don't know if that's good or bad, but it probably is better because it's like we know he's Superman. We don't need to
Right.
see him land in front of the house. Like I think that
Right.
whole Marlon Brando, Christopher Reeve thing worked out good.
But I feel like you could do it because
I mean, not for either of them technically.
Right.
I think if you're going to start a new universe, you do at some point have to reference their origin story because it is what makes those characters what they are. You know, Spider-Man without Ben is difficult because you're like, okay, well, what's the great power with great responsibility line? Like, where does that come from? Why is he doing what he's doing? So, like, maybe don't spend 30 minutes of the opening movie like in Man of Steel with
Right.
it. You don't have to do that now. You're right. But, like, a little nod. I think they'll do that because he has this Fortress of Solitude. I think Jor-El is in it, which is
Okay.
Kal-El's father.
Yeah.
He's his father, right? So I think he is in it. I think it's
Yeah, it's who Russell
It's,
Crowe played in Ghost Dad 2, which was the second half of that film.
makes sense. Bradley
It
Cooper.
was so annoying, wasn't it?
There.
Bradley Cooper is his dad. He plays his dad in
this?
Yeah. So I think it's like recordings in this Fortress of
So
Solitude.
sick of Bradley Cooper.
Are you?
Yeah.
I feel like he's not in all that many
I
things.
like that he's sober, and I like that he's got a steak cart in Philadelphia.
All right, you turned me around.
I know, right?
two things.
Took two
All right, I
things.
like those things.
I mean, I genuinely like him. If you don't like him, you can just watch the end of him in that Gaga movie on a loop.
Yeah, or the end of did you
Oh,
ever see
God.
Nightmare Alley?
Yes,
Where he's the geek?
Yep.
Oh, you should watch it. It's really good.
it's
Addiction story.
well, what's his name? Who did it?
Guillermo del Toro.
Yes, thank you.
It's Guillermo.
It's Guillermo.
And also, there's
One of my favorite directors. I can't
Midnight
believe I haven't seen it.
Midnight Meat Train.
That was good though.
It was
It's a
good.
funny name.
But the title.
Midnight Meat Train.
Midnight Meat Train. It's one of there's old videos of him where he's asking Robert De Niro and other actors questions at Inside the Actor Studio because he's
Yes, he's in the background.
yeah, and there's like him actually standing up and asking questions.
Yeah, he's Superman's father. So I'm sure there'll be a little bit of origin, but not. You don't have to go into the whole thing. Just a little bit. To
Yeah.
like,
Well, I guess he is into his 50s now. I forget because The Hangover it just seems like yesterday.
yeah,
No, right?
But relatively,
Dude.
I guess it was a while ago, huh?
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago plus.
I guess it was like 08 probably.
Yeah, that sounds right.
For real. Oh my god.
Heather Graham's in that. Another one who Sports Illustrated might want to take a gander at. I'm just saying.
I never saw the appeal.
Of her?
Yeah.
I think it's her personality.
Have you ever seen Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
When she's on roller skates?
Yes.
What about?
What-
I don't have a
Austin Powers 2?
penis, so
I'll be honest. I didn't. She didn't really. No.
Her face is small. I don't know. Yeah, it's not my
saying
style.
she's
It's not my
attractive.
style.
I'm just
I think
saying
she's
that
funny.
I think there's more. There's certainly more attractive Hollywood
Yeah.
that are
Charismatic.
out there. Like Selma Hayek to me,
Yeah.
Do you know she's
Yes.
my cousin?
infinitely.
Why are
Okay.
you watching Boogie Nights every
Well,
night?
because she's hot in it. She's attractive in it. I
Support
don't.
my family.
I watch it as non-sexual.
Why are you touching yourself to your cousin?
I don't touch it. If it's there, I don't touch it. I don't know. Maybe it's just when she's Roller Girl in Boogie Nights,
Right.
and she just stomps that dude's head in with her skates. I was like, I love her.
This is more about you.
Burt
I
Reynolds.
said her personality.
Yeah. And there's just scenes in that movie where you're like, I don't know. I love that movie. I think it's a shame Burt Reynolds didn't. It's his best film.
He's great in that movie.
That and Smokey. I don't want to take away from Smokey.
You can't take away from smoking.
Obviously.
And Deliverance is obviously the best.
Well,
And we all enjoy.
We all loved that scene. I loved it.
Yeah, when he just
best.
shows up and
I knew it was going to be
Squeal
bad.
up
I
here.
watched it like maybe 2 or 3 years ago for the first time. I obviously knew what that scene was. I knew it was coming. But it was a
Ned
lot.
Beatty knew it was coming too.
It was a lot more hardcore than I was expecting it to be.
Can you imagine seeing that in the theater in the 70s
Dude,
too? Like it
I
would.
was shocked, and it takes a lot to shock
I
me.
think
I know.
now, I think now if they release that now, people would freak out. It would be
Yeah.
a whole scandal.
It's the faces he's making. My
People would
God.
just be like, oh,
Well, the actors are locals.
that's true.
Like he found like hideous locals with like missing teeth, and we're like, and Ned Beatty's just, dude. I guess
His acting.
Just watching that whole scene, it was so hard to not come.
I know. It's why, like, I guess Ned Beatty lives in.
face, Terry. Great face. I was wondering when you were going to break.
So I kept looking at Dave. I'm going, really? 3?
I'm just waiting on you.
Come on.
I just picture young Derek in the movies in the 70s, and he's just like, God, I like this. Why is everybody squeamish?
Sir, how come you're... This is the 4th time you've seen it today.
They're the heroes of the movie.
I guess.
There you go.
You're 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
I guess he lives outside Louisville in Kentucky, and like anytime he would go to dinner for a long time, all you'd hear is like, wee, wee, and then he'd just be like, stop it, stop! I'm trying to
Give me
enjoy a
all-
meal.
Old throat punch like Theo.
Yeah.
It's like ironic. He's just ordering pork chops, and they're like,
Squeal like a pig.
That's exactly what I would do from like 2 tables over.
oh yeah.
That is like
So would I.
completely a juvenile thing that I would do. Just start squealing like a pig.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's Rudy's dad. That's his other.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Rudy, look at your dad.
Man.
Rudy. Made a whole movie about a
Smokey
guy
though, Smokey.
who bothered Notre Dame into letting him play for 2 plays,
I know.
and people like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Charles S. Dutton as the janitor, just
Yeah.
Inventing the slow clap.
inventing the slow.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he was the first one to do it non-romantically since an '80s John Hughes movie. I think it was 16 Candles, and then Rudy.
And then Rudy.
Sistine Candles. It's a love story
Chapel?
about the Vatican.
16 candles. It's when the altar boy that's turning 16 ages out.
He has to go away.
All of a sudden, the church bells are ringing for the legality of it. Oh, are you guys all in line for communion? Sort of.
Sistine Candles.
Sistine Candles.
We're getting the body of something.
Yes. Disney, Marvel,
Yippee.
countered this movie, of course, with the trailer for Ironheart, the latest in the controlled demolition of the biggest IP of the century, which asked the question, what if we made Iron Man a young black woman with no flaws? Wouldn't that suck?
Answer.
Can we fast forward to the very end at 2:31? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'd like you to know.
Well, I think I messed up.
No, you're fine. Let's just take a look at 2:31.
Well, it's only 14 seconds long. Kayla, do you have my computer? Okay, I'm going to pull it up on here. just talk while I do something.
Well, let's just see. The whole thing's pretty bad, but if
It's pretty horrible, and as always, there's a black character in it, so you have to have rap in the trailer. This is just a given. It's a default in Hollywood.
these
We were talking about this before. This movie was made when?
2021?
So it's been in the
Let's
can
say.
for
For about 4 years.
years.
It's been on the shelf. Disney currently right now is going through a little awakening. They found out that audiences don't like all of the slop that they've been getting.
Yeah.
And so
they've
they
been
stopped
in
going
the
to the
can
movies
for far too long.
for a long time. So they made a bunch of, this is back like after Endgame came out, and they were doing their whole super hard push for all the female characters. Kevin Feige said he wanted more female characters than male characters. They proved that. We did a whole math thing on Nerdrotic about it. All the new characters that they introduced, there's way more female characters. But it's not just that it's female characters. They're Mary Sue characters, which is a character that all the characters in the show love, or they are a great person. They don't have any flaws. And it's the other people that need to discover that they are perfect and great and awesome. And it's usually just very contrived. So audiences picked up over time, we don't want to watch these boring ass characters, so we'll stop going to your movies. But
Even
they've had this in the
having
can,
you
so they have to release it.
But even like you explaining that hurts.
Bro, watching it.
Yeah, it does.
I know.
I never heard the term Mary Sue character before.
It comes from some fan fiction for Star Trek where a person would write a character for themselves. It was a Mary Sue, where that character is now on the bridge of Star Trek. And all the other characters go, oh, what do you think, Mary Sue? We love you. We think you're the smartest person. You're the greatest or whatever.
Okay.
So it's like a fan thing, but then it became a trope in feminist kind of movies, like all this Marvel stuff, where they pushed it really hard. They switched Loki into a female character, Thor's a female character,
hot.
like hot. They made a lot of female characters just kind of hollow and not. They, like you said, they don't have flaws. They're these perfect characters that can do no wrong. Literally, Scarlet Witch had a TV show where she enslaved thousands of people in a town, tortured them, made all of the children lay in their beds for weeks and months on end.
That was called COVID.
It came out during COVID. And the characters praised her. They said, they will never know what you sacrificed for them. You mean the person that enslaved me with her brain? So
It was a flawless enslavement.
Oh, of course, yeah.
She was Dr. Fauci.
You don't know what she went through.
God,
You don't know what she's done.
You're right.
I know, right?
This is the
We're spelling that out. I'm like, this
propaganda.
sounds really
Sounds like a nice propaganda piece to go
Right.
with the narrative.
no kidding.
So that's the climate that this show was made under. It was made to like start to replace Iron Man, start to replace all these characters, and then they put it on the shelf for a while, let it sit, and then the audiences turned on them. They stopped making money with all these things, so they're like, okay, we need to shift. Bob Iger, CEO, has said that they're starting to shift away from it. Kevin Feige also said they're shifting away from it, but they have to release this. They can't just throw it away. They have to release it. So they're trying to make this turn, but
Well, in Iron Man, it's not like that was a massive success because Tony Stark's extremely flawed, and then the guy who was playing him was getting a third chance.
absolutely, it was
You know
like
what
a
I mean? Like
perfect
the
storm.
whole thing was the fact that he was flawed. That's why people love it so much. You watch Robert Downey Jr. come back. Tony Stark was an alcoholic. Like all of that is masterful.
Yeah. So and a lot of the stories, not just the Mary Sue aspect, it's their morality is flawed. They don't know how to write superheroes in like an actually good direction. Like their morals are always fucked up.
Right.
Like the Scarlet Witch thing, you'll never know what you did. Like you were the person that enslaved people. Like that's not you're a bad person.
But this.
So if we watch the whole trailer, are we going to watch the whole
We're
trailer?
going to watch the end of the
No,
trailer.
you know what? I just say to give the audience the best idea. We go to 2 minutes 31 seconds because this is the part that will give you AIDS.
This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker
not
have
shady.
that on the wall?
It's literally
Boom.
above a crate of self-guided missiles.
Talk.
I'm returning those.
Talking
Okay.
things. Talking things. All right.
Oh
that's
boy.
Oof.
all. Banter. Cute.
So
charismatic.
yeah, just
That
is
is something.
It'll be a great show. It'll be so good.
And you put your best stuff in the trailer, you would think.
Obviously.
Yeah, and I mean, Live, Laugh, Love, like that's
funny.
because it's not. It shouldn't be there,
No.
right?
With the bombs under it, like
Missiles and stuff.
Yeah,
in the trailer, the guy that's like going to train her or whatever, I'm sure he'll be bad guy or something. But he's like, "Don't you want what do you want to be?" And she's like, "I want to be iconic. I want to make something iconic." Like that's not what a superhero does.
That's Kanye.
Like you're like, right. Like you're supposed to be a superhero to help people because it's the right thing to do, not because you want to be iconic.
no one's ever been a superhero because they have to be. They're always trying not to be.
Yeah, like that's what's
kinda
great
like
about
the-
Spider-Man.
The whole trope is they don't necessarily want to be this thing.
Right.
Like what? Oh,
If this is just like this is a relic of an old version of the direction of Marvel, the one that failed completely, and they just had to put it out because that's why they put it out when they put out Superman. They put out they dropped the Superman trailer and they're like, "Fuck, throw it out now," because people are going to be looking at Superman and not this shitty show that we're trying to forget about.
well, like even Batman is like he has to play the playboy scumbag with an ego because he's not really that.
Yeah,
Right.
So you can't have the ego because that's kind of what they fight against.
yeah.
Because their alter ego is in fact the superhero.
Maybe that's her flaw. I doubt.
I doubt it.
If you've seen any of these Disney Plus shows, that is not a flaw.
No,
that's not considered a flaw in the.
That's
show.
empowerment.
She's gonna be like, "Yeah, I want to be iconic," and they're all gonna be like, "Yeah, you should be iconic."
So Ironheart is a show on Disney Plus.
The show on Disney Plus that will not be watched. If Daredevil, the massively successful show on Netflix with Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, very well received.
By the way, shout
Loved.
out to my friend Mark who produced it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love
That's
that show.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the new show?
No,
Please God, no, because that show's awful.
he did the.
and nobody watched it.
No, he did Daredevil, and then what was the one?
Defenders?
Jessica
Jessica Jones?
Yeah, those,
I like that
Oh,
show
yeah,
too.
I
I like
like
that
it.
show.
Yeah, they both-
So, but the thing is, very well received show, massively loved by a lot of people. The Netflix version. They came back and did a Disney Plus version. Nobody watched it.
yeah.
Nobody watched it. So, like that tells me that the audiences don't just eat whatever Disney puts out anymore. They're just like, I watched 4 years straight plus of garbage. I'm not coming back anymore. Like you better draw me back in. I watched the Thunderbolts. I thought it was a fine movie. I enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect, but it was enjoyable. So it's like one step in the right direction. But you got to make like 6 more really great movies
That's
for
just
me to
'cause
be like,
Florence
I'm back
Pugh's
on.
great.
She is really good.
She's charismatic and stuff.
She's a really good actor, and I think all of them did a really good job.
I
But
guess the guy who played Daredevil's mom in the new one just watched the Ben Affleck movie and then told him, like, I didn't really even look like you. It wasn't very
that's-
good. And he's like, it's not. You watched the wrong thing.
I heard you were in one of those comic book movies.
And then she watched the new one and was like, I wish you were in that old one.
I would too. Jeez.
So let's take a look at this real quick. Let's do this to cleanse the palate.
Please,
It's
God.
time for Detroit Daily Overdose. Enjoy this clip from a 1990s Detroit newscast.
Was working down the street. She saw our camera, but that didn't slow her down. All of a sudden, she started running toward us, practically popping out of her dress. Where's she going? Then our cameraman spotted something over my shoulder, a city van. I'm thinking, no way, we're standing right there with our camera in plain sight. Afraid so. We rounded the corner just in time to see the hooker closing the door and the city van pulling away. You're about to see something you've never seen before.
Sweet.
Just a city worker pulls up and gets a whore in front of a news crew.
Is
In
that a
his city
paddy
car.
wagon?
And I'm thinking, no way.
It's got a police siren on top of
Yeah,
it.
it might be a paddy wagon, but
That's even better.
she doesn't get in the back.
No.
And the passengers.
No, she does not.
She ran to make that appointment too.
She knew he was coming.
That's good.
yeah.
I think.
She's like, he's on break for 15 minutes before he has to go fight crime.
She knew he was coming, and then she knew he was coming.
Yes.
That hooker.
That,
I think it's funny.
No way.
There's no way.
oh, yeah. Well, and now they'd have to say like sex worker, but it's the 90s. So like, this whore's falling out of her dress.
She's popping.
Ugh, look at this.
Look at her.
Absolute slut garbage. Just hanging out on Gratiot Avenue.
She ran by our cameraman, and it smelled like the shithouse door on a tuna boat.
Wow.
I love that phrase.
Boy, I sure do hope that cop wears a condom.
Back to you in the studio.
Yes.
Detroit's finest.
And that has been Detroit's Daily News. I'll do it. Why not?
I love that video clip. It's a cop chasing a Mary Kay Cosmetics car.
And isn't it great? Yeah, they gave him 78 Eldorados with Landau roofs.
All pink. Heavy as fuck.
Dude, I would drive that in a second. Let's just talk about this for a second. Morbidly obese actor, morbidly obese frog, Gerard Depardieu.
Wow, look
been
at that
sentenced to
That's a derogatory term.
has been sentenced to 18 months in prison after being found guilty for sexual assault on the set of his 2021 film The Green Shutters. Of course, we all know that hit.
Like shudder, like, oh.
Yes, like, oh, he touched me. The obese swine of a man has denied any wrongdoing, while the presiding judge, Theory Denard, said of Depardieu, he does not seem to have grasped either the concept of consent or the traumatic consequences of his behavior towards women that he assaulted, to which defense responded, he's French.
Well,
The landmark case underscores a notable cultural shift from the days when Brando and Bertolucci committed rape, and it made the final cut. That was actually real.
The good old days.
Yeah, was it Bernardo Bertolucci? Yeah, he improvised putting butter into a minor.
yeah.
You know what's odd though? Apparently what Marlon Brando liked the most in that scene was butter. Just goes to show you, never trust a husky guy named Gerard unless they're an overbearing libertarian.
Love you, Gerard.
Love you.
There you go.
Him you can trust.
Yeah, he's a good man that you can trust.
Yes.
That's what I love about Gerard. There's very few people in this world I love, and he's in there.
Yes, he is.
He's a big huggable bear, and it's funny because he could kill someone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. He was throwing baseballs the other day.
He almost
Holy
knocked
mackerel.
out a toddler with one of those.
For real.
Really?
Actually,
Put a hole right in his head.
it was a game where you had to throw it and break a plate. He bounced it off the back of the wall and it shot out into the crowd and almost hit a toddler in
Oh
a stroller.
God!
It's going like 90 miles per hour. It's crazy.
Dang!
He played baseball.
Yeah.
He did. No, he professionally.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this though. I want to take a moment to talk about where we are right now. Right now, where you are right now.
In the studio.
Because let's be honest, conservatives are winning. And let's just jump right to it, guys.
Yeah.
We enjoy you watching this show. And what helps us is if you become a subscriber. It helps you support us, and us give you what you like. A little bit of entertainment. This station offers a lot, I'm told.
Yeah. Us do love you. You please
Money
Come
us, give us
sub.
money, do.
use code Normal World.
That's all you got to do.
Us do love you.
Us
Do love you.
You just got to go to blazetv.com/normalworld and use promo code normal, and you will hate everything you see. You will help. Yes.
This is the best promo reel ever.
But honestly, blazetv.com/normal. You use code normal. This is a shot from the new Superman. And
Yeah.
if you go to this, look, you get stuff that's unfiltered, unafraid. You can enjoy it, and it helps us much like if this was PBS and that was still a thing.
Yeah.
You know, so this is how you support us, guys.
Let them know.
And it's $8 a month. You save $20 off your membership by code NORMAL, and now for $8 a month, which you just paid this afternoon to pick up a prostitute in Detroit in your cop van.
I'm thinking, wow.
$8.
No.
You got screwed.
But before we get out of here, we want to give you some of this content that is very real and very important. Yeah. Blue balls and edging. Are these real things? Dr. Steve, tell me about edging and blue balls.
Dr. Steve.
Hey, it's your old pal Dr. Steve, and this week Bryce asks, Dear Dr. Steve, I have a horrible discomfort in my pelvis when I practice edging. What is it? How do I get rid of it? Well, congratulations, Bryce. You have something we in the medical profession call blue balls. While the slang term might sound funny, it actually refers to a real, though temporary condition we also call epididymal hypertension. It's essentially a feeling of discomfort or aching in the testicles. Think of it like this. When a man becomes sexually aroused, blood flow increases to the testicles and the epididymis. That's the coiled tube behind each testicle that stores sperm. If that arousal doesn't lead to ejaculation, the extra blood and fluid can sometimes cause a buildup of pressure. The main symptom is a dull ache or heavy feeling in one or both testicles. Now, some men might also experience a slight tenderness or swelling, but it's usually not a sharp pain, and it typically goes away on its own. This is not to be confused with prostatic congestion, which is sometimes caused by a lack of sexual activity, resulting in an overload of fluid in the prostate, leading to a thing called chronic pelvic pain syndrome. Ouch! Que lastima! Anyway, while epididymal hypertension can be uncomfortable, it's generally not a serious medical condition, and it's completely resolved with ejaculation. So if you're going to practice edging, at some point your epididymis is just telling you it's tired of your BS and get it over with. You don't need a doctor for that. Please deal with that on your own. If the pain is severe or doesn't go away, or it's accompanied by other symptoms like fever or redness, it's a good idea to check in with a doctor to rule out something more serious, like Fournier gangrene, or a tumor, or a testicular infarction. I'll never have intercourse again. Anyway, I hope that helps. Dave?
Thank you, Dr. Steve. To be honest, I kind of wanted to know that. I was curious.
As soon as you think
sent
the
the email in?
No, it was actually Bryce.
Okay.
But no, somebody did send that in.
Very sick.
But I've always wondered, are blue balls real? Because it does, it hurts.
It does happen, yeah.
I've wondered as a woman if they're real because I think it's a lie.
But it's not.
It's
Because
not.
it sounds like an excuse.
It does sound like one, but it
when
is
you're
not.
young.
I feel like, when you're
you got to.
Well, it's like,
blue balls.
When I was young, I'd get nervous, so I wouldn't always finish.
Oh, okay.
And then I'd be like, and I'd feel bad for the girl because I'm like, it's been 40 minutes, your neck's got to hurt. I'm not even kidding how honest that just
No,
was.
I know, yeah.
And I
You went home and took it out.
hurt.
Took it out on your
feel
sock.
bad, yeah. I had to smell like smoke and barely soap.
Yeah. Do you know what gooning is?
Gooning?
Gooning. This must be something we need to talk about later in another segment, I think.
Involve one-eyed Willie?
It has something to do with that, yes.
Okay.
And edging, but it's way more involved.
Take it to the edge.
We'll talk about it later, I think.
Take it to the limit. End of the world. All right. The members of the Red Hot Chili Peppers aren't so into drugs and alcohol these days, but frontman Anthony Kiedis apparently still has at least one beverage-related vice, coffee. That's why he's releasing his own concert-friendly coffee brand. What other bands are releasing a coffee line, and what is it called?
Obviously, they're all getting into this. Motley Crue, Motley Brew.
Ah, well done.
The Grateful Lead.
I like it.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Drink Floyd.
I'll say Sister Hazelnut.
Okay, yeah.
Let's keep going.
Let's see. I have a few here. Cold Brew Play.
Okay. What do you got?
One.
Kurt Cobain's Morning Blast.
Oh,
Perfect.
Go with Bruce Traveler.
Say Ike Turner's Black Eye Dark Roast.
That's the one.
What else we got?
That's the one.
Who wants to do this with me?
Let's see. Is there
Ike
Nope.
Turner's Black Eye Dark Roast.
Wait,
That's the one I just did.
I'm so
Ike
sorry.
Turner's Black
why it
Eye
sounded familiar.
Dark Roast.
Is that why it sounded familiar? Because it just happened? We can also, I'll just finish them so nobody else.
I'll do one.
Oh, you do one.
I got no issue with this at all. I'll go with Rob Halford's Hemorrhoid Donut Shop blend.
And G.G. Allen's Eat Your Own Shit Espresso. Which, by the way, speaking of hated, check out that movie if you want to know more about G.G. Allen and his concert styles. Thank you all very much for tuning in today. Don't forget to check out QB's channel as well as Angela Does Horror, as well as Derek's upcoming dates, and with me Sunday in Cleveland.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
See you tomorrow.